This is the city of Rochester in Kent, where I went to school, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to explain it to you.
I was in Rochester House at primary school as well.
It's not really relevant. Dan, there's a massive old building behind us. I don't know what it is. Could you educate me, please?
This is a cathedral, Robbie, Rochester Cathedral. It's I suppose the easiest way to describe it is that it's like a large church.
A what?
You don't know what a church is. So this is a church, Robbie. I suppose the best way to describe it is that it's like a kind of small cathedral.
A what? This cathedral here, Dan, I think the best way to describe a cathedral is it's an old building steeped in history. We will come together to praise God.
God? Oh, I've heard of him. Is he real?
I think that's something we're really going to be getting into on this channel, Dan, who has very strong views on that particular issue.
Okay.
Dan, I've noticed that this is quite an old building when I'm up close. It's quite worn away, the cathedral. Are there any plans to demolish it and build a more modern, newer cathedral?
No, not at the moment, but they do have collections every Sunday. Hopefully, eventually they'll get enough money, they'll be able to just bulldoze the whole thing and build a much warmer, more comfortable house of worship. Perhaps with a Costa coffee inside.
That would be lovely.
Just looking behind us, I've seen this large, ugly building. There's holes in it, seems to be falling down. What on earth's that?
Dan, that's Rochester Castle. Castles are things from the olden days where people used to live. In fact, nowadays we live in houses, but in the old days everyone had their own castle that they lived in. That's the best preserved Norman keep in the country, I believe. Around it you'll see the walls of the castle. This would help keep people out and so people could remain in the castle undisturbed.
Keep people out? What? Why would you want to go in? Because the high street's just around the corner there. It's a really nice Costa.
Yeah, but this is from the olden days, of course, so there wouldn't have been a Costa then. We'd have to go to places like Cafe Nero instead.
Oh, right. Oh, it's really going back a long way. Behind us here, Robbie, we've got the Castle Kiosk. This was the place where the knights and wizards used to come to get their beverages, ice creams and snacks before they went off questing.
I noticed, Dan, that the building is now in disrepair and the shutters are down, signifying it is no longer in use.
That's correct.
So Dan, behind us is the River Medway that runs alongside Rochester. It's an English river. Can you just name your top 10 English rivers, please?
Yeah, I can. The Thames.
That's one.
The Medway.
2.
The Severn.
3.
The Wensum.
4.
The Avon.
5.
The river. The Tay.
6.
I said 7.
Wait, isn't the Tay in Scotland?
Yes.
So you got 5.
The Tyne.
Rivers.
The Tyne.
Did you say that?
No, I haven't said the Tyne.
Okay.
The River Lenham.
Where's that?
In Kent, in Lenham.
Okay.
The River. I said that. Yeah, I said Avon.
There's a cathedral over there, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned that yet. It's a bit like a small church. Big church.
So Robbie, this here is a cannon. This is like what a gun used to look like in the old days. If you were walking down the Rochester streets back then and you were going to be mugged, this is probably what the mugger would use. It's a little bit unwieldy but also deadly. The way it works would be that cannonballs about this size would shoot out of this hole and kind of kill you.
Wow. If that's the size of the cannon's balls, I wouldn't like to see it. Now, Rochester is famous for many events throughout the year. In December, it has its Dickensian Christmas, and every May has its famous Sweeps Festival.
Oh, brilliant. Will Matthew Corbett be there?
It's a joke for people from the 80s. Rochester is just like Disneyland, except instead of theming everything around Mickey Mouse, they theme it around dead author Charles Dickens. For example, Copperfield.
Charles Dickens?
Yeah, the author. You know, he wrote the musical Oliver.
Oh yeah, I love that. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim.
No, that's not him. No, you know, Artful Dodger.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. Rewind. With a crouch up bow selector. With a crouch up bow selector.
So there we go, that brings our explanation of Rochester to a nice solid end.
Yeah, I think we've covered absolutely everything. Can anyone come to Rochester, Robbie?
Yeah, people can come. They can come by train or car or bus. I don't know where you want to though, because I think we've pretty much explained it, so you don't really need to come yourself. Charles Dickens, famous old author, no?
Yeah.
Wrote the musical Oliver.
Oh, yeah, no, I love that one. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
No, Oliver, Artful Dodger.
Oh, yeah, that is awesome. Like,
No, mate.